So I am here with a super fun video for you today, or at least I think it's really fun. I have watched a ton of these kinds of videos here on YouTube. I've seen Jewish Couture do a lot of them. That's pretty much her entire channel. I've seen Hey June do it. I've seen Christina from Pretty Shiny Sparkly make videos like this. And it is a Louis Vuitton unboxing, or in my case, a reveal. If you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you will have seen that I purchased this bag a little over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago now. And before I actually show you what I got and what's in the dust bag, I thought I would go over a few things like how I saved for this bag, my experience getting it, and then I'll show you and I'll tell you why I purchased this one over other ones. There's just a lot. As you know, Louis Vuitton is a luxury designer, so their bags, their handbags, wallets, agendas, keychains, none of that is inexpensive. I knew going into buying this bag that I would have to save up some money to do it on my own. I wanted to say that I was able to purchase this bag by myself with my own money, not putting it on my credit card or anything like that. To be honest, I probably could have purchased this bag sooner than December. I did buy it as kind of a Christmas present to myself, but I just wanted to save the money for it and I didn't want to use the money that I already had in my savings account. To do this, I did the 52-week money challenge. I did it in reverse, so the first week I put $52 away, second week I put $51, third week $50. I did a whole blog post about this on Monday on my blog, which I will link down below and in the little card section up here, because you don't have to buy this bag right away. Louis Vuitton, with a bag like the one I bought, it's one of their classic and iconic bags, so it's going to be around for a very long time. You don't have to buy it, you know, the day that you decide that you want this bag. Also, it makes you really think about which one you want to get. So for me, I was able to kind of hem and haw between 2 bags, or 3 bags really, and I'll discuss that later, but I was able to kind of weigh the pros and cons out about each bag, and I wasn't making any, rash decisions about it. So in terms of how I purchased this bag, I actually bought this bag online and just picked it up at a Louis Vuitton store. I could have gone to the store itself and then just, asked to see the bag, tried it on. I decided not to do that because I hate going shopping. I just don't like going into malls or like going into stores and going through all of that. I just don't enjoy that experience. So I just thought it'd be easier for me to just buy it online and pick it up in stores, which is an option. I went to the mall at Short Hills, so the Short Hills Louis Vuitton store, and I can say that I had an awful experience. Let me just tell you, I was so excited and so nervous at the same time about getting this bag, and I was so gung-ho about going in there. We walked in, there was one other woman in there. She was being helped by one of the sales associates, and then we walked in. We walked around the store for a little bit. It's not a huge store at Short Hills. We walked in, we were walking around looking at the other bags. A man walked in after us, and a woman approached him essentially the minute he walked in and asked to help him. The entire time we were walking around, no one said anything to us. No one came up to us, no one said hello, no one asked to help us, no one asked if we wanted to see a bag. And that didn't really matter to me. I don't mind that so much, but what did bother me was, so that man was being helped, a woman walked in after him, and another sales associate came up to her and said that they would be with her in a few minutes. My mom and I were sitting at their little display case where they have their wallets, their key clays, some of their bag charms and things like that. We were just sitting at that display case and no one said anything to us. And by now it was going on like 10 minutes of us sitting there, and my mom and I were just waiting for someone to approach us. And finally a woman was fixing papers right in front of us and asked to help us. I don't want to make this about, the way I was dressed or my age or the fact that I'm not white and the other people who were helped were white, but it probably does play a factor in this. And the way I feel about that is it shouldn't matter about the way I look, how I'm dressed, how much you think I might spend or won't spend in this store, because you have no idea how much money I could be carrying in my wallet to spend spend at the Louis Vuitton store. After she had asked to help us, or asked if we needed help, she went into a back door, like one of the back rooms, and then she came back out. When she came back out, after saying that she would help us, she then looked around and said, who was here first? And the woman that was behind us said, you know, motioned to us and said, oh, they can go. And she helped us, and her attitude was just, she was just insanely rude. She was really short and snippy with me, and I don't know if it was because I was picking up a bag and she wasn't making any kind of commission off of me. I just don't think that should matter though, because you're in customer service, and I think you should just always be nice. Things like that just do really bother me. She took my email confirmation, she went and got the bag, and before I had even really looked at the bag in any way, she started helping someone else. I hadn't even signed the receipt to actually take the bag out of the store. I don't know what else to say other than the experience was awful. I don't think I will ever be going back to that Louis Vuitton store. I don't know. It was just really bad, and I don't recommend going to that one. Maybe you've had a good experience. If you're from New Jersey and you've gone to the Short Hills Mall and had a good experience there, great. I guess it worked out better for you, but I most likely, if I ever buy a Louis Vuitton in the future, I will definitely not be getting it there. Moving on to happier things, I will finally show you what is in my dust bag. So I got the Alma BB, this little baby bag. This is what it looks like. I got her in the Damier Ebene print, and I love this bag. I really wanted this print over the monogram for my first bag just because I prefer this print more. So I had been weighing the pros and cons of 3 different bags: the Alma BB, the Speedy Bandolier 25, and the Neverfull MM. And I have been thinking about this for about 2 years. So it has been a long time that I have been kind of thinking about what I want, what would work best for me. I ultimately decided that the Neverfull probably is not a bag I will ever want. I'm very picky about bags not having such an open top. If the Neverfull closed with a zipper, I'd be all for it. I think it's a great bag, but because it's so open, it was such a huge con for me, because I'm always so worried and a little paranoid about someone, especially here in New York, me being on the subway and someone just putting their hand in the bag and taking out my wallet or whatever I have in there. And I hated thinking about that, so I crossed that one off my list almost right away. Eventually in the future, I would like to own a Speedy. I didn't want the 25 size because my mom has a Fendi bag that I essentially use. Sorry, Mom. And they're very similar in size, and so since I currently have that one and I have been using that one, I didn't know if the Speedy was really for me right now. And also because the one thing that bothers me both about the Neverfull and the Speedy is that it's not a very structured bag. So the bottom, as you put things in it and with time, will start to sag a little bit, and I don't love the way that looks. It's not a deal breaker for me necessarily, but right now I do really like structured bags. I still love the Speedy. I think it's such an iconic Louis Vuitton piece. I know you can buy things to put in the bag to stop the sagging in the bottom, or you can put like cardboard or a magazine in there. In the end, the Alma just won out because it's the perfect size for me in terms of what I carry with me in a purse. I don't carry a ton of things, and I really love how structured it is. Oh my gosh. The shape of this bag, I'm just so in love with. I love, like I said, the structure of the bag, that it really keeps its shape when you put things in it, as long as you aren't filling it to the brim and super full. I love that the bottom has these feet, so like these little stands on it. It does come obviously with a crossbody strap, which I have been using primarily. I've never carried it yet with just the top handles, just because I do carry I just prefer crossbody bags right now. I took the lock was originally on the zipper. I took that off because I didn't want to tarnish it or have it get scratched or scuffed up. So the zipper does zip all the way pretty much to the bottom, which is really nice. So the mouth of the bag will open pretty wide, and it has the red interior, which I really like. And I will show you what's in here. It is pretty full. I don't know if you can see how full it is, but yep, I have a lot of things in here. The first are my apartment keys. And my apartment keys, it's big because I have this huge LL Bean keychain on it. I have another keychain on it, and then I have a tassel on it also. So my keys are pretty large. I have a pair of headphones in here that are just kind of tangled up a little bit. I have, of course, my cell phone, my iPhone 6. This is, I can't remember what the name of this is exactly, but this is just a tiny Kate Spade kind of card case wallet. Super random. I have a return receipt from Victoria's Secret. I have my Ray-Ban Aviator sunglass case, and this has my actual sunglasses in it. I always take a lip moisturizer with me, and this is the one I have from Bobble Bar right now. I just keep it in the pouch so that I don't want any of the gems to come off, so that's why it's there. I bought new glasses yesterday, so I have my eyeglass prescription. And then I have the lock in the little Louis Vuitton drawstring bag here. I don't keep anything in this pocket, this back pocket here, other than the little like textile card that it comes with. To me, that's all I need to carry around. I don't need to carry around anything else, so it fits perfectly in this bag. I have put a bigger wallet in here with all of that stuff. Pretty much just exchanged this little card case for, I guess, like a regular wallet, and that still fits in here. It's not too full, so I think this is a great size bag. I think it's a great size bag if you were like me and try to carry as little as possible. So I am really happy with this Louis Vuitton purchase. I've heard people say that once you buy your first Louis Vuitton, you will want to buy more, and that has happened to me slightly. I have already thought about bags I would like to purchase in the future. Not right away. I don't need them right now. I don't need those bags, and I have other things that I need to save up for, like furniture, because I need to furnish an apartment. I think in the long run this is a great purchase because this bag is so well made and it will last you a really long time as long as you take care of it. I mean, I'm not throwing this bag around and like whatever. I'm really careful about things like this. I always keep it in the desk bag. Literally every day I will, if I use the bag, I will just, at night, I will put it back in the desk bag and put it back on my little purse shelf. So I think this is just a really great investment if you're thinking about it. I think the Alma is a great size bag. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to check out my blog post on my 52-week reverse 52-week money challenge, my 52-week money challenge, whatever you want to call it. I'll put all those links somewhere, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be next Wednesday. Bye guys!